You gotta know who I am. Maybe you don't. I am the Royal Gem. Once again, the Royal Gem. It is very nice to be here with you all this evening. All these lovely brown faces. It's always very good to see you every Tuesday.
Every
And
Tuesday.
don't mind her; she'll be stuffing her face with cookies
I sure
during
will.
this
I sure will.
episode.
I will be
So
sitting
I'm
up here very,
I'm
very
quite excited.
I'm just I'm jealous. Envious.
I'm
Envious.
really all I got is
Okay.
fucking dark sauce packages on my desk. Like this is fucking
Mm.
embarrassing
Why?
because it's
Fire
fucking dark
sauce
sauce.
packages.
I
You
mean,
smack
Man,
on
you
duck
I got
sauce?
soy sauce too. I got soy sauce
I don't know
and
about
Is
the
that
that.
what we do? Smack on
I got
condiments?
lip gloss.
and the hated mustard packets. No one
Mustard
eats
packets be so
those.
gross. At
Yeah,
least
no
my
one's on
fire sauce
those.
packet says taking requests. I am not
Hey,
taking requests, but
hey now.
Man, Taco Bell sauce is all farce. Fuck
Are
Taco
you
Bell.
sure you can't be
I got
persuaded
beer, so
to
yeah,
take
that works.
requests?
Man, I look like
wait,
a four
hold on.
loco.
Why
I
is
was
it a
like, we going
farce?
in because it's not hot. They had like mild fire, insane. None of the all them joints taste the fucking same. They ain't
Eh,
hot.
Nah.
Taco Bell hot sauce is bullshit.
See, I only get fire and mild because the hot tastes disgusting.
yeah, like the one that's hotter than fire doesn't taste good.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
the black
was
one. Mm-mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
when I had my ferret, she didn't accidentally, she purposefully bit into one of those like the black packets, and watching her flip the fuck out because it was spicy to her
that's
was
hilarious.
the funniest shit. I wish I had gotten a video. It was so
You
funny.
should have. You should
Like
have.
that was hilarious. It was instant regret. But yeah, let's
Pain.
continue doing intros. We got
Yeah,
sidetracked.
Yes, yes.
the new
It's
new
your
member on the
girl
board. Yeah,
right
New
here.
to us. Well, new to us on the show, but like
New
not
booty,
new.
but not new booty.
What?
I found you. Miss
I
That's
say
Chloe.
me.
That's Chloe.
new boobies, not new boobies.
No, it's your girl Lala. It's so random. I am here again. I told you I was gonna be back. I'm here. The name is Lala. It's so random on all platforms. Not there, neither am I. What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. It's Titty Tuesday.
You okay? Did your whole
I'm
life?
over here hurting myself so bad.
Yeah, threw me the fuck off. I thought she got attacked or something. The dog woke up out being comatose.
No,
Uh,
I accidentally kicked my table, so like I freaked out, and then I was trying to shift, but my couch sucks because it has no support, and I accidentally like bent my nail, and it hurt, and it's a lot. It was a lot that happened in like a 30-second time frame. I'm
The
sorry,
That
domino
sounds
effect.
like a
yeah,
lot.
that's
He's really going
There's
through
a
it.
lot going on.
and I'm still not comfortable on the couch. Okay,
we're gonna work that out. I'm gonna just throw some boobies in there just because.
yeah,
you go.
that makes me feel better. Ow,
It's
why? Why,
it's
dog?
titty
Why?
it's Titty Tuesday, guys. I love Titty Tuesday so much.
It is Titty Tuesday.
Yes,
I'm glad
Titty
our resident
Tuesday.
titties are on screen.
If you need to get some titties, of course, you can follow me, Carty EXP on Twitter. Let's put a good
We do be
plethora
posting titties
of
on Tuesday.
boobies on there. All right. Anyway, Pinky, your turn.
Yeah, my turn. Yo, it's me, your girl, Pinky Senpai, back from vacation in Aruba. As I said at the beginning, Pinky Senpai did not get her groove back. What she did get was eaten alive by mosquitoes. But we'll get into it a little later.
You ain't got no Aruba tan either. You still all light skinned
Look, it was a lot that happened, but like not a lot that happened.
All right, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into
I
that.
will tell y'all about it.
All right, Cam.
There you go. Amazing Spider Can here. AK Miss AK. It's 5:00 somewhere. I think everybody should be drinking something.
Amen to
Drink
that.
some water. Drink some almond milk.
Got mine.
Drink some beer. Drink some
1800
wine.
peach tequila
1800.
in a big glass. Yes.
Some high C
All right.
Kool-Aid.
I
Something.
see.
I see.
Is Hawaiian Punch still the worst juice of all time?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
What's worse
It's
than
up there
that?
with like
Top five worst.
The top
Top
of
The
whatever that
Tampico?
Tampico. That
and
shit
Pico.
fucking
Oh,
disgusting.
no,
Because
I'll take a Tampico over a fruit punch. Because you can at least cut Tampico with some water to like mellow it out. Can't do that. With
If you had to cut the concentrate, then you know it's something wrong. And then you got Hawaiian Punch Blue. If you don't like the red, you can go with the blue, like red pill, blue
the
pill.
blue don't taste good. good either.
No, yeah,
And
it's
like
all
make you have
bad.
it looking Blue will have your mouth looking mad crazy.
It's pretty much
It's
Tampico.
dry. It's like no matter how much you drink of it, you still be thirsty. Something
Thirsty.
wrong
Like
with
your
it.
mouth be like,
Right?
It's
It's
Tampico, 80
oh.
Hawaiian Punch, and then the cucumber Gatorade. So those are the top
no, the
three.
green Hawaiian punch is okay.
But the
It's
green's
still
okay.
thirsty.
Okay.
Nah, I don't do no Hawaiian punch at all ever.
You
I
can't even
don't
put
like
it in it.
Hawaiian punch.
Let me
Let me
get back to the comments because I'm doing everything. So my bad, guys. What's up, Joey? Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Chris.
So yeah, he agreed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tampico
Yeah,
to
I-
me is like the equivalent of like a juice equivalent of a hot dog. You know how they say the hot dog is you just take a whole bunch of shit and put it together and make a hot dog? I feel like that's what they do at Tampico. They just take a
Yeah.
whole bunch of shit together and make a juice. I don't like it. I can't drink Tampico.
I mean,
Yeah,
none
that
of it's
shit's
good
disgusting.
in the
No,
long
I
run.
don't with that either. I'll take water.
Put it with
You
Hennessy.
take water.
If the little
But I've always been like
juice,
that. I don't drink Hawaiian punch. I don't drink Sunny Delight. I don't
well, some of these
like.
nasty as hell too.
I don't drink a lot.
I think it
of
was only good in the '90s. That's the only period
Yeah.
it was good.
Either I
Drink it
think they
any other
changed
time.
the
I
formula.
tasted it and I was like, "Is this what everybody was hype about? I don't want it."
It's not, girl.
As a
Long-
child,
long
Sunny D
as-
was great. As an adult, bleh.
Long
Yeah.
as we know Ecto Cooler was the best juice of all time.
I mean, Lunchables were great as
Ghostbusters,
children
Ecto
too.
Coolers.
I
Capri
was
Sun.
gonna say Capri Suns are cool and
I mean,
like they still
high
taste
tea,
fine, but you
Ecto
gotta be
Cooler's high tea.
careful which one you get because some of them are made with monk fruit now instead of like sugar.
What's
Huh?
monk fruit?
What is that?
That's a big
Sweetener
ass-
alternative.
Sweetener alternative.
Yeah, like I got 2 boxes of Capri Suns recently. One was Pacific Cooler, which is by far hands down the best flavor of all Capri Suns.
You shouldn't be
and that
buying
one-
any Capri Suns at all. Like the way that they're made and it's gelatin and it's just the packaging. It's
We
not
all have
safe.
our vices. Leave me alone.
Not safe to drink. Legitly, it's not safe to drink.
That's when they started putting Splenda and Pepsi. That's when they started getting bad.
Well, that's the thing. They don't put Splendid. They put monk fruit. But like, yeah. So I got the Pacific Cooler one, and then I had also gotten a cherry one, and the cherry one didn't taste right because it was made with monk fruit.
Okay, all right. So how the fuck we going to rampage about juices anyway?
Apologies.
You started it.
You're right. Of course, everybody, this show doesn't run, on unicorn farts and shit. Definitely hit up the Cash App, Bae-Chan, After Dark, serve your overlords, all that good stuff.
We could be convinced to sell you
Go
parts though,
leader.
to help the show run.
I mean, we're trying to do. I mean, we'll literally almost do anything to get your money.
Do a little
So-
do something strange for a piece of change.
Yeah.
Is it strange in 2022? It looks like regular now. Like do something regular. What a piece of change.
Is selling farts considered regular now?
Them niggas selling
And that's,
bathwater. I mean,
and that's one of the
Maybe I
topics
need
we're
to
going
learn
to talk
how to
about
do
tonight.
that. How do I jar a fart? I'm just saying, I could use a little extra funding.
That made me
tooted-
think of
you
that song
tooted
by
and-
Jar
I
Fart.
don't know, but we ain't buying farts. We ain't doing.
I mean, you might not.
Somebody-
Right,
I'm
someone
sure
else.
somebody.
Someone might.
I've had
This-
people who want to buy my.
It's
onesie.
that bull all the way in the back. He be like, "Yeah,
I was gonna say, I'm like, look,
I'm down for one."
didn't that TikTok go viral recently? It's like you're a pretty girl in cosplay at a convention, and dude was like, "Wow, you look really great," and he's like, "How much for the stockings and undies?" Like, yeah,
That shit was hilarious.
that joke.
Did I tell you guys that my first experience going to a con outside of California? I was walking around, I was dressed as Harley Quinn, and this group of people came up to me talking about, "Will you step on me?"
See,
And so I was like, "Oh, well,
On the
okay."
nuts?
And so as I stepped on one guy, more and more showed up. And then when I finally was done and I went back and I was like, "Hey, somebody told me, hey, will you step on me?" And I was stepping on, and next thing you know, I'm taking pictures stepping on people. And then the first thing she said to me was, "Did they pay you?"
yes,
What you even charging?
yes.
You dropped
Yeah.
the church's money.
You got to.
Stepping on people for free? God damn it.
Right.
Those people
You
for
said like,
free.
step on my nuts, and you're just like,
She dropped the
Step on you with
church's money.
My highest heel, my pointiest stiletto, but I'ma charge you for it.
There
Yeah.
is.
Well,
There's
There
lots of
is.
money in
that was a
male
lesson
humiliation.
learned for next time.
For next time.
But that's
I'm
actually one of the
stepping on
topics we're
people's
going to be
toes for
talking
real.
about tonight.
Stepping on
Just
niggas.
not stepping on niggas, but what does sex look like in the future?
That's the now. That ain't even the
Demolition
future.
Man.
I mean, you know what sex is now, but if you think about, sex wasn't sex 50 years ago, isn't that the same sex that we having today? So just want to spitball and think and get your predictions on what's sex looking like 50 years from now in the future.
Listen, niggas gonna get VR helmets and go to work. Okay.
Listen,
You think
I'm
that's what's,
definitely
that's what's
gonna
going to be?
I'm gonna put my bid in and say, we've all seen Black Mirror, right?
Mhm.
That's what I'm hoping for.
That's where I'm
No,
hoping it
we-
goes.
No, we
What
saw.
part
We
of Black
saw.
Mirror? Because there's a lot of parts where the sex went wrong in Black
Ooh.
Mirror.
Okay, well, I'm
That too.
When did it go
speaking on
wrong?
the
I didn't
video
see.
game
I don't
episode.
recall wrong sex happening.
Well, not wrong, but very awkward. Because I remember there was the one where the lady lost her husband, and she
Oh, when
ended
she
up.
got the doll.
Yeah, but it was like a
Oh.
person.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah,
that.
that emotional
I'm actually
attachment
talking
type
about
of
the
thing.
Striking Vipers episode.
Striking
Ooh, I don't remember
Vipers.
that one.
You know what
Which one
that
was
was.
I stopped
Oh,
at. I
Is
didn't
it that
finish
one
Black Mirror.
episode that everybody?
Yeah,
That
that's the one
Oh,
episode.
I like
Which one?
that.
I can't remember.
episode.
Someone refresh my memory. Which episode was
Okay,
this?
so
Fucking
It
Anthony
was-
Mackie was fucking his best friend's avatar.
Yeah.
What?
he did
Anthony
that.
Mackie was fucking who?
His best friend's avatar in the game.
okay,
Yeah.
they both had video game avatars, and his video game avatar was a guy, and his best friend's video game avatar was a girl, and they was getting it in the video game, but they could feel it in real life.
Oh.
So in
And I'm-
real life, it's two dudes, but in the video game, it's not.
So she had a coochie, but
I was like,
Not
so was
really.
he feeling it in his asshole?
I
I
wonder, like, right? What does that feel like to him?
then the wife got in on it and just like, yo, you got
Yeah,
a
wife,
day.
she got upset.
Wife was like, "Hey, I'm gonna
playing
go
that
get this
video game
real
a little
dick.
too frequently.
I'm gonna get this real life dick while you get this virtual man pussy."
And they stayed married.
And they
stayed
say it
married.
worked. It
It's
worked
called
out.
compromise. You get your
It is-
day,
it is called
you get your virtual
compromising.
yams, and I get my.
Does that count as cheating if you're getting fucked in a virtual space and can physically feel it?
Right?
I mean,
'cause
if your
there was a
emotions are in
line
it,
that
I
was
guess
crossed,
that was
but
the
then at
emotional
the same
cheating.
time, it wasn't.
No. Well, emotional cheating, you don't have to physically have sex with the person. You can emotionally cheat.
Sometimes some people say that's actually more dangerous than the actual.
Oh, it
actual
is.
stuff.
It is.
So-
it is.
Absolutely.
Because
I will leave you in a heartbeat if you're emotionally cheating.
That's it.
I'm gonna leave you if you're physically cheating too. But like, I'll talk to you first about that one. Emotional cheating, I find out I'm gonna just disappear from your life.
Just ghosts.
I feel as though Judge Dredd and not was it no, it was Demolition Man with the helmets and with Sandra, or was it the shells or whatever they was doing with Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone. They put the helmets on.
Oh yeah, it is that.
If
I
you're
got
in
the,
80s, baby, you'll get the reference.
That's true.
All I'm saying is, I spend a lot of time on video games as is. If that was a feature, I would never get off the game.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get off the game either.
I'm sure it has happened in IMVU plenty of times.
Oh
That's
yeah,
like-
I mean,
That's
Feel
like
it.
the ultimate catfishing right there.
But-
That's not the same though. You can't feel that shit.
You can't, not yet, not
That's
yet.
That's where we're talking about the future.
And that's the future.
Is
So
this
I
why
got the
used to make it
idea
come back?
from playing like Cyberpunk crazy lately, and of course Cyberpunk Edge Runners and the whole BD thing that you can experience other people's sexual experiences or have like the virtuality thing that you have all set up. And
I don't know that joint
thing.
niggas is outside with a fifi on their dick with a helmet on, just like going to work.
Yeah, that's
Yo.
a little crazy. I was watching.
I'm
that.
just saying, if it's that good that you can just be out in the public like, yo, this shit rock. I don't care where the fuck I am. I'm getting this shit done now.
It's a Savage Lands. I'm gonna go out at noon. I'm gonna sit on the sidewalk, put a fifi on, and then put a helmet on. Just go to town. Nobody gonna say nothing. All right, we're in the
Yeah, no,
Savage.
that was too much. Like, come on now, do that in the privacy of your house. Like, you can't
Yo,
just
it
be
was too
out.
hot.
I want
on
the
the
wind.
street.
I want the wind to blow on me. As you know what I mean?
Open a window.
Right?
Honestly,
Your
what I-
backyard, is that not accessible?
with your
Like,
backyard.
They
Like,
didn't
no,
have
what,
that high rise.
like, what is the most toxic way possible to do this
Well, they
in front of
clearly had
everybody?
That is
clearly a
making me.
kink,
I
and
can
I
think
don't
of two
kink shame.
things. Like, so there was this web comic I was reading where they were developing sex toys that allows you to feel your partner from like really far distances. Like they were in two different countries, in like Europe and Asia, and like two different continents in Europe and Asia, and like he could fuck the toy and she could feel it in the like insertable, inflatable thingy. But okay, then I was gonna say the Oculus thing. I was watching porn today. Yeah, today. And they started out with an Oculus on and the squishy like hand grip pussy thing, and then it turned into real sex after that. But I'm like, I guess how you experience sex in the virtual like digital age is very much changing.
in the metaverse.
Yeah, in the
that
metaverse.
metaverse.
Sex in the metaverse.
I was thinking like in my mind it's like a total recall moment where you can actually go back and replay sex with your past partners or even swap it with other people. That's where I want. I want
like a highlight reel. I like
But
that.
yeah, give me some type of
Yeah,
cerebral
that-
machine
yeah.
where I can just go back and like, oh, let me go back to like 2004. That one bad bitch that got away that one night, and I can just
That's
replay
the
that
one
shit
right
over
there.
and over. That'd be that
There
one
is
go-to
some
flick.
toxic
That
sex I
sounds
would like to
obsessive.
relive.
Why?
Is
Why?
it? That living in the, is that living in the past?
Yeah.
Only if
Not
I'm
living.
That's
single.
exactly what living in the past is. That's the
Gotta,
definition of
I
it.
feel like if you have a partner, that's not acceptable. But if you're single and you're like just doing your own thing, having a highlight reel ain't a bad thing. Because there's some toxic sex I would like to relive without ever having to be involved with that person again. I can think
right,
of
all
three
the
people
good
off the top of my
parts.
head.
Okay, so speaking of highlight reels, you guys know that TwitchCon happened this weekend in San Diego.
It did.
So
And
I
bless
was
Megan.
invited to come down to Facebook partnership for Facebook Gaming down there, and they had the Oculus and they were playing the lightsaber Beat Saber game, and they also had a display of Ray-Bans there. The Ray-Bans had a fucking camera, like right here, and so my friend, the one who invited me, she tries them on. Shout out to Medusa Chan. And she was like, oh, wow, it looks great. It's crisp. It's clear. It's amazing footage, right? And she was like, I don't know if I like that. That's kind of scary. And then my perv ass was like, imagine if your man was wearing that while he's hitting in front of back.
Ooh.
And she was like, wait a minute.
Okay. Points for Ray J with the camera Ray-Bans. I'm sure it was definitely Kim Kardashian inspired. Like these joints don't break.
And I was like, yo,
right
you have Ray-Bans. Do they come in prescription?
Not Brandy's brother. Ooh,
That
Not
was
Brandy's
funny.
brother.
not Brandy's brother.
Not Brandon's brother.
Wow.
That's super perv.
But that would
Super
be a great
pervy.
highlight reel.
You know what I'll never
It's like
you know
on
what
a
I'll never forgive.
GoPro, right?
I'll
Yeah,
never
go.
forgive Ray J for the last
But-
season of One-on-One when he was on there.
It's time to get over that, bro.
Yeah.
I just started watching because I don't sleep, and now I'm watching One-on-One on Netflix. And just like, all right, cool. We're on the last season. It's like, why is Ray J on here?
One-on-One is on Netflix?
One is on Netflix. All the black sitcoms are on Netflix.
Yeah, they made it over.
Yeah, I know. I watched Girlfriends when it was on there.
Girlfriend,
Girlfriend's
sister,
on there.
sister, One-on-One. They're all on there.
Yeah, sister.
Sister, I got my own mind. Yeah, no, that's some toxic shit.
Yeah,
You
no,
can't be
that's
in a relationship.
Yeah.
Cause that'll get you beat up. Like, what you mean you finna put that on and experience your ex? Go back to that bitch if that's how you
Not
feel.
the Power
Jesus.
Scouter from DBZ. No, they just look like regular Ray-Bans.
Just like
Yeah.
beep beep. Like I see that red light flashing, motherfucker. That turn that shit off.
Yeah, they look exactly like her glasses, Carty.
So are they just record? You got them recording all the time, or like, what's the situation here?
Well,
What
like
is-
it's like if you like tap it, it'll take a photo, and if like you hold it, it'll like record like up to a certain amount of seconds or something,
It's given,
and then it just goes
Yeah,
directly
like the
to your
Google
phone.
Lens.
That's interesting. That's definitely giving like spy something.
I
It's
can't
giving
see
It's
myself getting in trouble.
spyware, but I turned it into pervware because I'm.
It's definitely some Mission Impossible type shit you just did.
Wait, is
Right.
it gyroscopically stable? Because if it's gyroscopically stable, absolutely, that's how I'm making all of my home videos from now on. But if it's not,
I'm sure, but I know one toxic woman would just be like, "Oh, let me see your glasses. First, let me see your phone." Now I was like, "Let me see your glasses." Just take your glasses and scroll and see what. Oh, you looking at this ass right here?
oh,
Oh, I see you walking around. You looking at
that
ass
would
and
be
titties
on the
all
list.
goddamn day
your
long.
phone. She'd look through your history on your phone and see what you was looking
And
at
that too.
30
That's
seconds ago.
not all.
I was gonna
Not
say, I
all
was like, if it's
technology is
scrolls
good
of Ned's
technology.
belly and cookie territory. You remember Ned from Ned's Declassified? Cookie's
Oh,
glasses.
yeah.
Oh, right.
See, that's how Skynet get created. We don't need that shit.
Skynet's already created.
We don't need Skynet on that.
It's Skynet. It's taking over.
Once they get rid of all student loans, then Skynet will be launched. It's like, all right, we're getting all these niggas right now.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know. Why does one have
Like
to
they'll
go?
actually do that.
I feel like we've gotten magically derailed again.
No, not
No,
too
we're
much
still
this
talking
time.
about future sex.
Just future sex. I mean,
Yeah.
other than
Almost
having Android 18 in your house. I mean, there's not much we can really. Or even sexual positions. Like maybe this might be something in the future.
Zero
A
gravity
new
sex?
position might be. I mean, back in the day, like missionary, like back in like the 1600s, like hey, missionary, that was it. And so someone was like, no, what? I'm gonna just lift a leg up and turn you this way, and then bam, hold.
And then they were like, "This is
Brand
the
new
one right
world.
here."
Yeah, they've been doing
This
shit
is
for
a-
forever.
This is a shit.
Senpai history lesson on sex.
Go
Fun
ahead.
facts about missionary. Missionary was created because the name of it was created because white missionaries came from Europe and went to some of these other countries, and that was the position they did it in. And the natives would see it and would make fun of them and call them missionary. Like they were like, that's that missionary
That's it.
position.
That's how
Like,
y'all do that shit.
Because the Kama Sutra, and there is I believe it's an Aztec version of the Kama Sutra that has like 1,000 positions using a hammock are long past that boring ass missionary position.
Let me look that up. Using a hammock, I have one of those.
I need to use that because that would be like using a swing.
Yeah, they was like the hammock is like the ultimate sex toy. Like,
Yeah.
like sex
I can
support.
definitely see that. I can see how that might work out.
Yeah.
So,
I need to look into that.
I will look more into it and have like full facts and histories for y'all on another episode. But like, keep that in mind.
That's an investment right there now.
And hammocks
It
ain't
really
that
is.
I mean, not expensive. Like they're not.
I know
expensive.
they're not, but I've always thought, oh, I don't need that because I'm kind
I
of.
got one in my backyard. I'm about to use that
put it
joint right
on
now.
either side. Like I've seen people sit down and
I'll
just
be
flip and
swinging.
fall. Like
There was a hammock at the house that we were.
My mother did that shit.
There was a hammock at the house that we were hanging out at, in Aruba, and the wind just
She was
kept
like,
whipping that bitch in circles, and I was like,
See?
I don't need to sit on that.
I also seen somebody lay on the hammock
Stuck in
and
that
get wrapped
shit.
up in the hammock,
Oh
and
no!
they just like, no, it looked like a cocoon.
Hey, what up, Mike?
Like,
What's up, Mr. Hennessy?
were they like willingly wrapped up as a cocoon, or was
No,
it a struggle
they
cocoon?
laid
No.
down and couldn't get out.
It was unwilling.
No,
Like,
what
that's
else?
It's trying to take you.
Maybe some new shit like first. I remember seeing a porno in the 70s. This guy was like fucking underwater with this girl, and I was like, oh, that's groundbreaking
Yeah.
because
How were
it's
they
water.
breathing?
It's not groundbreaking.
They
That
had-
shit was in the 70s. I feel like as far as
Well, back
positions and
then,
shit
like if
like
you were in the
that,
70s, you watching it, you'd be like, oh shit, this is
niggas been
crazy.
fucking for a long time. I don't think you're gonna get a new position, but you might get some new technology introduced
Technology.
into it.
Is it just new technology? Or is every position?
I think every position that's going to get
used?
done has been done at some point. I don't know
Involving
what.
I mean-
gravity, yes.
I mean, if
I mean, ain't
you have
nobody
more
fucking in
people,
space
you
yet.
can
We got
come up
fucking
with new
space.
positions.
That's the
Yes,
next
they do. They
frontier
have
right
sex
there.
in space.
Well,
Niggas is fucking in space.
I'm
You think
sure
they don't
that
be fucking in space?
the International Space Station they be
They
fucking
don't
Yeah.
be in
Amazon.
the spacesuits the whole
NASA niggas
time.
getting
That
in.
makes sense. Because the first thing I
There's
want to
only
do is
like
like,
two
all right,
women on
I'm
there
trying to fuck in the face.
anyway.
NASA
So
niggas
I
get
don't
in.
That
know.
would suck though. Just imagine you got launched out and you're supposed to be gone for like 6 months and you come back and then
Can
like,
you
got
be
a
fucking in
baby
space?
bump.
Like, what if you get pregnant in space and shit? That can't
It's
be
for,
good.
I think there
for
are
science.
NASA
No,
takes
it's
measures,
you
I
can't
think, to
have.
avoid that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that can't be good at
'cause
all.
with no gravity, that baby is never coming out.
What's the
So
Well, it's not
what's the
that.
pickup
I mean,
line?
it is that like
Well,
gravity.
no, because your body naturally is going to contract and push the baby out anyway.
yeah.
Actually, zero gravity
Because
probably
people
would
they
help
have
the
babies,
process.
they have babies underwater.
Right. I was gonna say
But there's
lack of
still
gravity
gravity
is actually
underwater though.
probably a good thing.
Yeah, still space is something different. There gotta be some
I
type
know. I
of
don't know.
I feel like
contraindication
the
to.
issue would be the bone development because if your
Yeah,
body is developing without gravity, and there's your bone density is going to be really different,
Yeah.
Probably.
and
Yeah.
re-entry probably would kill a baby.
Wow.
interesting.
I wonder if they ain't already tried that. And
Right,
just
I'm
never
about to
told
say they
us.
probably
They
did
never
that shit.
told us
There's a
because
lot
they
of
had
there's a
bad
lot of
results.
ethical issues with that. They can't try that right now.
No, not right now. I'm saying they probably already tried it, or some other country has already tried it.
Somebody
but
had
because of
to.
what went wrong
Yeah, I
with it,
think somebody
they
tried
never
that shit.
told us about it.
It got redacted. It's like,
Right,
yeah,
that's
They're like,
we
you know
can't
what?
tell folks you
This didn't go
fucking in
too
space
well.
is
Let's
just
make sure people
not
don't know
working.
that this happened.
Actually, you might be right. The Cold War did spawn a lot of unsafe space travel. Not Cam being on the phone on mute, like while on with the video on mute, sir.
Of
We can
course,
still
no, we
see
can't
you.
see him. Listen, just keep the conversation going. No, I'm joking.
About to be reading lips, making shit up. He's like, nah, I
Like
can't
what?
finish.
Like
Right.
what's the pickup line when you're in space? He's just like, it's gonna be a while before you get to Mars. I mean, we might as well.
I'm here.
Because
Might
of
as
time, we
well.
got like
We might
10
as
years.
well.
He, she,
Trip.
we is here. Like,
Look, out of you and the other two men, you're the best option.
until you actually fuck him and you find out he can't fuck in space. Because I feel like a lack of gravity
I was
would
saying
affect
if I
your
saying that to the girl.
I just know you just gotta hold on
If you
tight because
throw this back in
one
space,
push,
how
you get
far
going to the
going
other end of
back?
the shuttle.
Yeah, you
These other
definitely gotta
guys
hold on
get
tight.
jealous.
You gotta strap in.
But like, I also wonder, like, doesn't gravity affect your speed? So like, you can't be quick about it. Like, it's gonna be like
Right, that's
slow
what I feel like.
motion.
It'd be like a little kind of hard to get that thrust going.
Yeah.
All I know is them juices ain't going nowhere. They're just gonna be like balls of just juice liquid.
That's
Not
gross.
going anywhere.
Bust in it, not next to it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, getting it out of you would be so hard.
You be floating and you see it coming to you. You be like, no.
Or you just be like,
Get it away.
There are two types of people in this world.
Right.
They're like, let's just do a hungry hippos with cum.
Yes.
She's like,
Yes.
fucking
it's
Pac-Man that
Oh my god, can you imagine Live's titties and zero gravity just
They'd be up here.
Ooh.
That's where they are when I'm asleep. So
shit. Space.
they go all over the place.
That
One's
is
under my
actually a lovely
armpit, the other
thought.
one's over my shoulder.
here boots hang low, do they wobble to the floor? Can you time in the
My
Y'all
sister used to
crazy.
sing that to me.
Really?
Oh,
Because
no.
all of my sisters, we all are blessed or whatever, but I am the most. Like,
Yeah.
She said it runs in the family.
We like that.
yeah, my mom and her mom. So, like, yeah, she had 5 daughters, so we all got them, but I'm the biggest. So,
I think I have the biggest boobs out of my generation of cousins and siblings,
yeah.
which is wild because my sisters had 3 kids. So, but
Wow, if I had other children, I can't imagine. They're gonna be-
She had a whole serious thought for a second, like,
Because I'm just thinking about like how big they got when I was pregnant their first time, and I was in high school, so I was significantly smaller. Well, somebody would be happy.
Most definitely. I mean, somebody happy now.
Got the mommy milkers.
You got folks out
Right.
there. Mommy milkers. Yes. All right. Well, what else we got on the agenda?
Aruba.
Oh yeah, the more philosophical question. How much sex is too much sex? I think that that kind of varies with age and ethnicity,
I think
because we
age,
know Spanish people be
Ethnicity?
fucking.
I was
Yeah,
like
because
age, your
like
relationship, and like the status of like how well your relationship is going. Because like in the beginning, it's real lusty. Like you want it all the time, anywhere, like ready to go. And then you're like 6 months into the relationship, y'all have had, I was gonna say, I've had 1 or 2 fights. Looking at him kind of pisses you off a little bit. But like when you in the mood, you in the mood. But like you can't just be there the way you used to. You get like,
there's a lot of factors that come into play, but they actually just did a study of just regular couples, and it turns out to be just on average once or twice a week is the recommended.
recommended?
Recommended. It says recommended just once or
As
twice a
a
week.
minimum?
Yeah, as standard.
Like for a successful relationship or for your health? Like
Did
what
that-
is the
I mean,
I
I don't
feel
think that's
like
different
that's-
for you. If
I
you're
don't-
not,
That's gotta be the minimum. That's the recommendation. You're not
right, like what is the what
Well-
is this a recommendation of? Like what's
I
the
don't know,
concept?
that's the thing. It doesn't even say exactly what the recommendation is, as far as if it's like for health reasons or just overall relationship or quality of relationships, that you should have sex on a daily, or not daily, at least twice a week basis for
I
communicational
would
skill
go with
wise.
the daily.
I
Who
know.
was recommending it? What are you reading?
She said, who recommended this?
Wait, what is your source?
Might not
Some
get
some
that.
doc, so
Source.
this
And if I should be
Dr.
listening to
Kinner PhD.
He's
It's
clearly
been-
on the brink of
it's
divorce.
been sourced.
It's
It probably
doctor.
is. But they conducted a study of 20,000 couples, and they found out 26% of those couples were once a week. But the others is actually once twice per
No,
month.
they're once a week with
Wow.
them. They got
So
side.
out of the 20,000, 60,000 adults that were interviewed, and they were having sex about two or three times a month.
And this
So-
was this in the US?
Yikes.
Yes, it was.
Huh.
Wow.
But 20,000 couples is a small representative sample when you look at the
The bigger
national
picture,
What was
but
the
it's kind of hard to
demographic
get.
and age range
lot of
these
people.
couples as well.
Yeah,
'Cause
what's
if
the
you're,
age
if
range?
you're if you're going with couples that's like in their 40s and 50s, I imagine they would slow down a bit.
Nah,
Does it
the
have
older you
a
get, the freakier they
age?
get.
Yeah, you have more sex when you're older.
Because you have
Really?
more free time a lot of the time.
I don't think so, because I know
Good.
folks are go older, and then this sex goes down less. It's weird because when women's sex drive gets higher when they get older, and it decreases in
Yeah.
males.
And
So-
they increasing them uncles that be drinking them little,
Look, there's
little
always
English
that
got
one
the little
uncle.
stimulus checks and be like, oh, I'm gonna get me a little trick tonight. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
same
well,
uncle
well,
be popping them
ask
pills,
if she's
them gas
related or not.
station pills.
They
them
be
gas
walking
station pills.
around shaking
hit
them,
like a
them
Tyson
pills in
fight.
Because
their pocket.
it's different if you want to, but if your dick don't want to, then that's something. That's just age. That's just ED right there.
Nah, you gonna pop a little whatever that shit is at the gas
The
station.
blue
Tiger
rhino
blood,
pill.
blue rhino, tiger blood, whatever the fuck it called. Just like, all right, we fucking
Got that
something.
blue chew.
The blue
That
chew,
blue-
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get sponsored by them. They'll be sponsoring everybody on fucking.
Blue chew don't want
YouTube.
to answer. Boo.
Shit, right? I'll
Y'all gotta be
fucking take a
funny
free
and
supply,
on Facebook.
right? Or hymns. There's
Hymns.
a lot now. I'm starting to think like, is there like a epidemic of ED going around in folks? I don't know.
Actually,
But-
probably, yeah.
And then
As
I'll
people
just blame all the fucking chicken.
The chicken?
Yeah, man, all the steroids and MSGs to be pumping in that shit. Yeah, it gotta be in the food.
MSG is delicious salt. Don't blame MSG.
It is.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah.
MSG is
Like
delicious.
Charles Lee White.
She said,
I think ED
It
has
is
been a
delicious.
thing.
It's a cornerstone of my Chick-fil-A diet.
What'd you say, Royal?
I said, I think ED has been a thing. I don't think that's new. I don't think it's a whole pandemic. I mean, they worried so much about pumping out Viagra before they did fucking male birth control. ED has been an issue for a while that men have been trying to cover up. Like,
You know what?
let's not play
You
this
know what?
game.
You know what the ED issue? I think the ED issue is that you're just going in for yams. You're not going in for like you're just going in the fuck. You're not going into
No, niggas just
somebody
can't get it up. It be like that.
do you find
They
somebody
want
you like? Do you
without
find
the gray
somebody you
matter?
love? Do you find somebody you want to have sex with? It's just like be surprised. It's just like it got his own mind down there. You be tired as
That's
hell
true.
and working 12-hour shift. You see that girl that you like. It's just like,
I
well,
believe that, and there be
I
a lot of
believe
niggas in
it
their
works like that
30s that
either.
just can't get it up. I don't know why y'all don't want to believe it.
it's
No,
that. It got to be the other part.
I'm not gonna blame the
Don't
woman.
gotta be the other part. These niggas
I'm
dicks
definitely
don't
Don't
work.
not
gotta
gonna blame
be
the
the
woman.
other. And why don't they
There's
work?
no
That'd be
other
the
part.
that's
They
Why
the,
don't they
the
work?
greater
You gotta be
question.
attracted to something.
ED,
It gotta be attracted to something.
damn it.
I mean,
Y'all
you
been
can't
trying
play how many
to
bears,
for the
you know.
longest time. Y'all dicks don't work right after 35. It just, I'm sorry.
Damn,
Sorry.
after
What does that
35?
mean?
Not 35.
What does
That's
that
so
mean?
young.
You just, I'm 35. Goddamn.
I'm telling you. No,
She
because
said
I be trying.
after, so you
I
have
be
until you
dating
turn
these
36.
old guys, right? And I
Uh-oh.
found out that a lot of them have these issues, man. 35, it seemed like the age where they start. I'm telling
It's
you.
the that sounds like
Damn.
a fucking
It
pandemic
Started
depends.
then.
It
going
depends on
downhill
the.
from
It
That's
It's
not
an
a
depends on the
pandemic. I
girl.
think I
elderly
believe
pandemic.
I believe that it's the great conspiracy. I think that
And
y'all been dealing with this for forever, but y'all been trying to keep it on the low low. That's why y'all rep so hard for the Viagra.
oh, I ain't
That's not
repping that
even
shit, but I'm saying you said saying 35, like that's
35 is
that's all
crazy.
down
You should have
here.
40.
35 is
Pretty much.
crazy.
so downhill.
Is that why the older women be looking for the young bulls because they
Yes,
can't fuck with people their age?
yes,
Like
because 35
need
we
that young
want
thing
it
back.
and y'all can't give it. So we gotta go get a little 20 something.
So you
Hold
gotta
on,
I know
find
that's
you
what
gotta
we're in
find the
for.
middle.
Hold on. Let me ask this. What are you serving that they can't give? That's what I'm asking.
What do you mean? What who say what?
Clarify.
What's on the menu that's not getting delivered for them to?
He's still trying to blame
My
us.
frigid
No,
yams.
Do not listen to this man.
Dick
I'm
was
not
supposed to
blaming.
be on the menu, but dick is not getting delivered because the dick is not heating up. It's not getting hard. I'm not able to
Well,
serve
Like,
it.
there has to be a middle. While your sex drive going up, we going down. It got to be like, hey, somewhere
It's
in
because y'all was
between.
doing too
there's an
much
equilibrium
fucking.
point
You
somewhere.
know,
Y'all were
I
Y'all
doing
meet
know
us at
it got to
30.
be a center point where like where
Your dick
Megan
is
needs
desensitized.
me going rounds and rounds. There has to be some type of
It gotta be a medium
midpoint,
place.
like
I don't know what to
fucking
tell y'all.
Benjamin
that
Button
point where
point where
ours
when
is
they got to
high
be the
and
same
yours
age.
goes down, but we're at the
Yeah, that Benjamin Button
same
point.
amount. That
We're not going with 35. You
I
got up
I
until like
think that
30 or
age is 30.
What up, Jabber?
30.
Is it 30? It feels like we're just doomed to fail at that point. Damn. Are we just like throwing out the pasture, like get the shotgun and take me behind the barn and just off me?
35.
Don't
Listen,
look, little Timmy. I gotta take your
If you're
daddy out the
God
bed.
if you're
damn.
past
I always
Just look at the
interpret
grass.
it.
Just look at the
if you're
grass.
past the age of 35 and you wake up and your dick's hard, it's not you. So don't let them
I'm
fool
Is
you.
it
not
good
saying
day?
like
Is that
every
what it is?
35-year-old man suffers from ED. I'm just saying 35 is when it starts. It's like you 35, you're like, all right, a couple
Oh, that's where
years,
the
only got a
decline
couple years
starts.
left. Yeah, that's where the decline starts.
So at
That's
35
when it
is the peak.
starts.
The
That's your
parabola
peak.
starts going,
And then it starts going down after that.
where
Right,
the fuck is
right.
my phone? Oh,
I guess
That's
Now
that
I feel
You're
that
saying
way
you hit your
about certain
peak at 35.
women though. Like, hey, like some girls just don't do it for me anymore.
It's the great decline at
that's
35.
cool. That's
Like I
cool.
don't think
For a lot of men,
you
the dick
still
just don't be
if
working.
you're
It don't
fucking
matter how they
35
feel.
and you're still attracted to 19-year-olds, it's a problem.
yeah, that's also a problem too.
So
But when you're 19, you're hard for everybody. But
Your
you're hard,
Yeah,
you're
that
horny
is
for
true.
everybody.
19, you don't really care.
But then, like as you get older, like doesn't your taste refine more to what you're actually
because
looking
like
for?
when I was wrong when I was younger, I remember looking at a man with the beard and being ill, gross. And then one day,
Same.
I don't remember what age I was or when it happened, but I saw a man with a beard and I was like, ooh.
Just
And
waterworks,
then
huh?
ever since, I'm like, yeah, I like men with beards. I need facial hair, something, get something on there. Like, I don't know when it happened. It just clicked. And now gray hairs, You see
Ooh.
that little those
Yeah.
flecks of gray
Mhm.
hair?
The salt and pepper.
Just
Yeah.
just the salt and pepper, just a little fleck. I don't need it all gray. Nah.
And then you
I-
find out he's over
Little
35, and you be like,
skin.
oh, his dick's no good. Let me just.
No, I met
No,
one
he
like
got
that.
tired.
My Mark in Aruba was like that. He looked like Common with a little bit of gray in his beard, and it was Common ain't my type, but it was doing it for me. Oh, and he was 48. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
So it wasn't
You
worth
should
it.
have bagged
I wish
him.
I got a picture of that man because he looked
That's
so
probably
good.
why you didn't bag him then. According to Royal, he was probably he didn't have what he needed to get the job done.
Okay.
I don't know because he was also dropped. Like it was my dad cock blocked me is what happened. My dad cock blocked me.
I don't blame
Yeah.
him.
So
Wow.
Not my daughter.
No.
what happened?
Go on your own
is that-
vacation.
Whose side are you on? This is content. We were supposed to get a story time, and you're gonna
Exactly.
be on that side.
a long time ago. No, seriously. So I was on vacation with my dad and my older cousin, and all the three of us were staying at an Airbnb, and we were staying on the other side of the island. Like we didn't know that everybody was like on this side, and we were like down here. So the first night that we went to the house, that was the housewarming house or whatever. I started talking to some people. We started playing spades, and they was real cool or whatever. And I was like, all right, bet I like y'all or whatever. And it was like, we want to go out. And I was like, say less. I'm gonna go out too. I want to shake a little ass in Aruba, see what's to be seen. And he was such a vibe. Like he had this real nice, subtle cologne. He told me what it was. I don't remember what it was, but like he invited me to sniff him at one point. I was like, don't do that. But he smelled real good. Like he looked real good. Big hands. He wasn't real like buff or anything, but like
Big
he
hands.
was tall, had big, nice hands, like good defined hands. Beautiful smile.
Like
Real
that'll
cool.
fit around your neck.
Yes.
Your titty.
Makes a lovely collar. I can use a new shirt, sir. But like he was just real fine, real cool. And at first, I actually thought his sister was his girl. Like she was real pretty, and like looking at them after I found out they were related, they looked related. But like at first glance, it was one of those like how when two light skinned people get together, they can kind of sort of look related, but not necessarily. I thought it was one of those situations.
But you know how like sometimes when couples are together for a long time, it feels like they started looking alike.
So I have a story about that too.
Yeah,
but
I've seen that too.
Because I think I am at this point in my life about 80% convinced that my middle school principal and his wife were first cousins.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
House of the Dragon content.
They looked way too alike.
That Targaryen love.
This week's episode was wild too.
It was.
It was good.
But anyway, but back to my story about Aruba. But yeah, so like we went out and like I didn't want to make a move on that first night because I was still feeling him out. I was like, he was clearly like, being respectful or whatever. But I was like, I think he's feeling me a little bit. I got his number, he got mine, and we were, communicating about going out or whatever. And I was like, I'll go out with him another night. I don't want to, be too much on the first night. And then the next day, I had accidentally left my purse in his car because I was tired and I booked it when I just left when I was ready to go. And I didn't realize I left it in his car. But he came over to me with his sister or whatever. And he was like, oh yeah, we got your purse. And my dad was sitting right there. He was like, yeah, this is my daughter. And I'm like, can you not? Sir. And my cousin was
my
sitting there
dad trying to match make me and ship me off.
And that's what made me extra mad because Common lookalike, apparently his daughter, who's 16, is trying to marry him off. And I'm like, if you don't mind, when I'm about 8 years your senior, like
I will be your stepmama.
I don't care. Do I care that this man is 20 years my senior? Not in the slightest.
That's awful.
We can be friends, sis.
If Idris Elba
We don't
I
have to
mean,
be Allison and
at
Rhaenyra.
least
We
friends
can
on the
be
beach
friends.
one time. Just like, hey, just for the one time. Meet me at the
Just
beach
one
in like
time,
15
one time.
minutes.
And like I know where he lives. Like, well, not like lives, but like I know he's in Virginia. And I was like, bro,
And that's not too far of a drive.
it's not. And I'm gonna be home for like a month at Christmas time.
Mm.
And the bad thing about it is there was another silver fox who came back into my life recently who I have been wanting to jump for years. But that man actually wants a relationship and I don't want a relationship.
Oh,
I just want to bust it open. And I was on the fence about that because in my head I actually told myself that I was going to be celibate for a while because the last dude I was messing with, while he was physically attractive, had nothing going on in here. And it turned me off to the point that I thought I was going to be celibate for a while. Turns out
that's more to
wasn't
me. That's more of a reason to not be celibate yet, because I feel like if I'm gonna be celibate, I need at least my last encounter to be a good one, something that's just gonna set me right.
Hold you over.
That's the thing. He would have.
That'll hold you over, Dick.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
and that's what he was supposed to be. Like we had sex, it was really good sex, best sex I'd had this year.
I should have just stopped at that time.
No, that's the thing though. I was like, at the time that we had sex, in my head, I was like, yeah, I can kind of see us like doing this like on and off, whatever, satisfying each other.
Regular, yeah.
But he wasn't responding to me when I needed, and he kept hitting me up, and I was like, that's not gonna fly. So I was like, but it was that, and then on top of that, he had no personality. He wasn't dumb, but like
dumb on the personality side.
Blank chalkboard, nothing there.
That sounds dumb. I don't understand.
That sounds dumb to me. Just
I think she's saying like he didn't.
Is he boring?
There was no
hello, McFly. Anybody home?
So when I hear dumb,
Nope.
I hear not intelligent. He wasn't not intelligent. He had no personality whatsoever. The three things that I knew about this man, because he repeated them over and over and over again, is that he is a bear. Which, he was hairy, so like, yeah, that counts. He liked, if he wasn't at work, he was asleep or he was at the gym, which also, again, can attest. And that the nigga liked anime. That was it.
Oh, so that's all he did. Oh, like
that was all he did. And I knew he was talking to like two other women, but I was like, hey, I don't know how that's going for you because the way you talk to me, it ain't. Like, and
I mean, if he was fine, then they probably was carrying a conversation.
Probably. And like he wasn't fine, but like he was good looking. And because he did spend most of his time in the gym when he wasn't at work, the body was right. So, and the dick was good. Like he could deliver on what he needed to deliver on in that regard. But like there was absolutely zero stimulation in person. And like he did all this chatting me up and talking and seeming real eager and thirsty, like before he got the cheeks, and then after he got it, he just like went full cold fish. And then I realized there was no personality on top of the cold fishness, and I was just
yeah.
No.
One of those.
Yeah, I can't.
One of those pump and dumps. Yeah.
Yeah, and like if it was gonna be a one time for the one time, that's cool. Like, I don't care. But he kept hitting me up, like to try and like see. And I was like, dude, I had every excuse in the world not to see him. Most of them were legitimate. And like half the time he wanted to see, I was out of the state. I was somewhere else. But like it was just like, dude, I wanted one more time before like I quit it because I knew it was gonna be like decent at least. But you just did not stimulate me at all mentally, so I just didn't even want it. I just didn't want it. So I told myself I was going to be celibate. And then
we're gonna find you somebody.
Oh, like the problem is there are people on the radar. I can't act on it. Like I said, there was my silver fox who jumped in my inbox like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, God damn. And when I say I've been wanting that man since I met him at work, like it was me. And one
shout out to him if he's watching the show. Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not. He would definitely know who he is if he did. Even if I don't name him, he knows who he is. But it was me and one other woman who like really stood a good chance of being with him. And she was more age appropriate for him. And at the time I was like 22, 23. So in my head, age was still like an important factor. Plus he was like in his 40s at the time. like
Oh
pushing
yeah,
things.
that's the whole thing.
So it
Yeah.
was an
I
awkward.
get
It's
it.
not like he was in a position of power. Like we didn't directly work together. We just worked on the same floor. But like he looked good then, and like we're Facebook friends, and I see him. I'm like, God damn. And apparently he be feeling the same about me when I post my pictures because he sure
All
did hit my
right.
inbox with the "Hey stranger," and I was like, "Sir,
I'm
Listen,
gonna need
I
a
just put
progress
this
report on that
Twitter.
in the next couple of weeks, man.
well that's
I
the
just
thing."
put
He
this
asked,
on Twitter. Ladies, you are one selfie away from a hey stranger text. Just
"You
let y'all
sure
know.
are one
All
good
this.
Hey,
selfie." And like the issue is that
you're right.
he wants a relationship. I don't want a relationship because he asked me out on a date. Like he was like, next time you're in the area, whatever, whatever. And I was like, that's really, really sweet, but I'm
That's
not
that's
available.
still a hit. That's still a hit and quit it moment.
That's the thing though. He's like, he's older. I don't know that he's looking to settle down, but
Oh
he
yeah,
wants
he
to
probably
date.
is.
I
He
was like,
needs
he wants
something
to
on
date
the.
me. I'm not trying to date right now,
Well,
bro.
at least get them bills paid, girl. Get them bills paid, and
I was
switch
about
jobs
to
later.
say, man, I get a bill paid
Why don't you
too.
settle? Why don't you settle up?
I do
But
know how much money he makes.
there you go.
There you
He
go.
can pay a bill or two.
Make it work.
Give me a little Christmas gift.
I gotta make it work, girl. Come on, come on. We teach you better
Yeah.
than that.
Just trench coat him a pick, and then you be good to go.
All right, so let's circle back real quick. Let's get everyone's quick number. What do you think is enough sex, or it might be even too much sex? Because me, I'm thinking every other day would be adequate for me. Not to overdo it, because you still got that week off. So
Every other day is adequate.
I think it seems about the right amount.
Every other day.
I mean, yeah, if you
Every other day,
going more than
you got
once
things to
in the
do.
day that
We're
you
adults.
do
You got things to do, and
I
maybe
was
like
really
a
like,
midday
it's every
smash
other
thing.
day.
I mean, but like you're going more than once on the days that you're on, right?
Depends.
Are you?
Depends. Are the questions are for y'all to answer? Like, what's your schedule
You
looking
just
like?
said
It's for
every
us
other
to
day. So the
answer.
question
Is it every day for y'all?
Answer
Is
the
it still every
question.
day?
I
answer
don't
the
know how to answer
question.
that from a healthy relationship standpoint.
Well, then you can do it from a single standpoint, and then from a healthy relationship standpoint. What would you think?
No, I mean like my viewpoint is tainted by like trauma. So like it's because like I said, so like for me, when I first start dating a person, I really, really like them and I want to go all the time. And then as I continue to get to know them, we start having arguments or whatever. And depending on how that goes, is going to determine whether or not my libido goes up or down, or like whether it stays the same or if it goes down. The more I am bothered by you and your presence, even if you're with me on a regular basis, the more bothered by your presence I am, the less I'm trying to have sex with you. So it's hard for me to say that from like a healthy standpoint of like what it should be. I can tell you what I would like it to be, but like, and even then, even if it's I like it to be, I know myself, and I tend to be satisfied
Well, let's
with
say
like,
it's not new dick. We'll just go with that. It's not new dick.
yeah, not new dick. Even if I'm getting it on a regular, I'm like maybe a 3 times a week type person, and like I want 2
So
rounds,
your regular is 3 times a week, and then maybe 2 rounds
like
of
2
what?
rounds each time. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's gonna be every other day, can it go more than one time in that day?
No, this is just perfect,
No.
like personal preference. So for me,
What you mean
like,
no?
every other day, and the other day would be just like a head day.
I just want to let y'all
I'm
know
just
that
saying-
both of these
I'm
men are
just-
over 35.
You know what? You can kiss my ass, bro.
They're putting nonsense in your ear. So what I'm saying
You know
is,
what? If you don't use it, you lose it.
you do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then you get the mimosa John on Sunday. When you,
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Let me read this.
yeah,
Last
wait,
weekend was the
hold
first
on.
time I.
That's a
Oh,
comment right there.
stop the show. What? Last weekend was the
Waving the
first time I
white
had sex in
flag.
over
Keep
3
going.
years. The 3 times
Joey,
less
are
than
you
12
over
hours.
35?
Yeah,
Are
Joey,
you
you
over
over
35,
35?
I'm telling y'all,
But
35.
3 years.
Wait,
let them-
3
Aren't you
years.
in a long?
If
Aren't you in a
Don't
long?
let
What's
them-
up, BRT?
Don't
Don't
let
start
them
no
Joey,
put you
aren't
in
you
a
shit.
in a
box.
long distance relationship, Joey?
Don't let them put you in a box.
I'm
Joey. That's
gonna
all.
put that one. Yeah.
long distance also determines how much, because like when you
All right, he
long
was a long
distance,
distance, but 3 years, man.
Wait, is that a long distance yes to like a yes to the long distance or yes to 35 and older? Oh, he said he's over.
He's over. Yeah, he's
And he's
over
over
35.
40.
Royals 35 and older theory is starting to hold some water.
How's the theory? What are we doing?
But I mean, 3 times in less than 12 hours is kind of standard, right? For like one day.
Right.
For like
What I'm
one
saying
day,
is, what I'm saying,
I mean, that's pretty good.
What's wrong? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you get the twice with a mimosa, John, when y'all go out to brunch. Nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that?
I mean, like I said, we're not compromising here, but this is everyone's thing. So, Royal, how many times you fucking a week? How many times are we fucking in a week?
All right. So talking about myself now, I get horny every day. I'm a morning person. I get up and I'm pretty much like, yeah, let's do this, whatever. Now, recently in my personal life, I've been going through some health issues and shit, right? My body don't be feeling like it. So even though my vagina is like pulsating every day, if my knees and my back are hurting some shit, then I can't even worry about the pulsating vagina because now I'm focused on some other shit. So I can say why I can understand how, every day is not reasonable for some people or maybe even a lot of people. Like I said, I get horny every day, but every day is not a reasonable circumstance for myself. Right? So,
and is that for women over 30?
I hope that works out for you, dude.
Like, no,
I was just trying to go.
Happens to be for me personally, but nah. 30 is when it starts for women. So this is when we come together. 30 to 35 is when we're on the same page, and then 35 is when we start drifting apart.
Good work by you, Joey. Good work by you. That's right. Meet that. Till the deal. All right, Lala, what about you?
Royal,
you pulsating every morning?
I feel like I could every day. And I'm gonna wake up, and if I'm laying in the bed next to you, then yes, I'm gonna want to.
Right,
and then if I'm looking at you across the room and we got time, then I'm like, hey.
Exactly. It's like, I got the energy.
So it's more like
3
on site type
times in a
energy.
day is not uncommon. Will that 3 times in a day happen every single day? Maybe not. Yeah. But would I like it to? Probably.
Now, I've done that shit for a little while.
I'm not necessarily going to turn it down. And in all the relationships I've been in, I've heard I'm more than just sex woman. And I've been like,
yeah, I got that talk before.
Damn. I ain't never heard that one before.
Oh, God,
I heard that one time before. Somebody really complained. It was like, you be looking at me like a piece of meat. And I'm like, for real?
I mean,
we have personalities, we have goals, we have dreams. You just want to use it.
But the meat is satisfying.
That's right.
You being a piece of meat is just the icing on top of the cake.
Exactly.
Sure
I'm up here. I'm talking about my
but I love your dick.
I don't need it as often, obviously.
My eyes are up here.
Yeah, man.
Put on them gray sweatpants or sweat shorts.
The hoochie daddy shorts, the gray sweatpants, the
hoochie daddy shorts that are made out of the gray sweatpants material. They knew what they was doing. They knew what they was doing.
Put on my regular pants.
They did know it.
Look, ignore all this. Look at my face. Ignore this.
Don't tell me to look at your face.
Right.
It's an eye to dick laser. Like, what you mean? Look at your face. Put it away if you don't want me to look at it.
It is a way. That's the point, damn it. It is a way.
As tall as you are, what do you think is closer to eye level?
Right?
My face.
And I'm just saying, you want me to get whiplash by looking at your face? No.
Unless you're walking around on your knees, it's going to be my face.
Let me talk to my other friend. Let me talk to my other friend.
I mean, it's tucked.
I see we're just being illogical.
It's tucked away. It's in place. It's secured.
Even if I'm mad at you, I'm not mad at him. I'm only mad at
him right now, not you.
Talk to him.
And then
no
y'all
one
be
puts,
knowing what y'all
Yeah.
doing.
nobody puts
Talk
baby in
about
the
tucked
corner.
away
It's some
secure.
bullshit.
Them things be hanging out, wagging from side to side. It be waving hello. I want to wave
Right,
hello
right.
too.
That's just
Like,
gravity. You can't blame me for
How you doing
gravity.
there?
Flopping
Don't wave hello.
around,
You pissed me off, so I'm going to Walmart with a great
elephant
propane phone.
trunking.
Obviously, he not mad at me. He saying, "Hey, I want to say
Yeah,
hey."
No, he's just
Say
existing
that.
in the space that he's put in.
Hey,
just
hold
because
on,
you're
hold on,
mad
hold
doesn't
on,
mean
Cardi,
he's
Cardi, I
mad.
got this. Remember, it's No Nut November. We're a month away from it.
Everyone
Ooh.
will fail.
That's when you get your
Everyone.
ring in.
So last year
Who
That's when you get
participating?
I
Right. Are
lasted
y'all
about
participating?
we should all
50,
participate.
I lasted 15 minutes
Who
last
is
year.
we all?
It was
All
15
the
minutes.
cast should participate.
Wait, who?
Everybody should get their avatar state. Everybody should get their Mangekyo Sharingan. Should get their telekinesis or whatever latent abilities they have as
That's not
as
happening.
black people. We should get our
Well,
hidden abilities right now.
That's definitely not happening.
I started on Halloween at 11 and then another after 12. So therefore, technically, I lost.
Listen,
So
are we really not gonna hold it in for Black Panther?
I ain't holding that shit in for
It's
Bozeman. The
November
fuck you
11th.
mean?
You ain't gotta hold it.
You really gonna desecrate yourself in juices and wear all white the Black Panther? We're not gonna do that. Come on,
It's
guys.
not a wedding. It's a memorial. People want us to celebrate.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't think I can hold. I don't think I can
see
do
we're
that.
not
I
with
could
the
never
culture.
do it. That's a whole month. Like, why would I do that to myself?
I
Why
see
would
we're
I
not
do
with the
that?
culture.
I love
Yeah, I
myself
don't
too much.
Understand. I help people lose.
I physically love myself too much for this.
Does no nut November mean like no partner nut or like just you
Just
can't
Nothing.
even
in general,
Just
like
senior retention.
No
nothing.
nut at all.
Straight
I ain't doing
100%
When I come on
retention.
the show when I come on the show with 6 cents, I don't want to hear it. Just like when I see the future, like
If
I
you
wanna
get
hear
your magical Negro powers for doing no nut
we were supposed to
November,
get powers way before that. So I mean,
Man, if you can awaken them, we'll say that.
this is
I will
like
do it next time if that's how that works. But I need to see
I will
proof
be
first.
I am going to be young Gohan getting my potential unlocked at the end of the Thanksgiving. Just like
Well, then you'll be better than all of us, man.
Right.
You definitely
Be
better
much
than
You'll
better
be
than
better than all of
me.
I
us.
plan on failing immediately.
I'm coming through. I'm
Pretty
coming through
much.
with a kufi on and a fucking book. Just like listen, you're gonna hear my prophecies.
And once you do that, you lose all your powers.
Exactly.
Just like Scott Pilgrim, the vegan bull.
I'm gonna
His vegan powers.
I'm gonna run a discount on my page on November.
Oh, you set
people
niggas
can fail,
up.
so that people can fail.
Oh, that's horrible.
Come to the dark side.
Yeah,
Get in
I
it,
like
get in
90%
that.
off
Halloween.
Lala's
I like that vibe.
OnlyFans.
Get in
For the
on
month of
Halloween.
November.
Like I'm not gonna try and actively participate, but I'm also actively not participate. Like I go to New York in November, and there is one person on my potential list for New York. So
Just
I'm
avoid them.
not.
Just avoid them.
No,
Absolutely not.
this
Do
is
not
any
do
nut. So this is like just straight
Promise me a
masturbation,
home cooked meal
anything.
and dessert. What you mean?
You wake up throbbing,
No.
you're
You
done
finna
for.
cook and bake for me. He might
Semen
get some
retention
cookie at
in
the end of the
November,
night.
people. Heal yourselves.
Kill yourselves.
That's what January is for. Start a new year.
No, we're not talking about new.
That's my
New Year,
birthday
new
month. I'm
me.
definitely not
Going
doing
to
it
the
in
gym
January.
for-
Not participating in January.
Yeah, I
No.
need some kind of incentive. There's no reason for me to do this.
In November,
There
I
is
need
no
all of y'all to
reason.
levitate with me. That's all I need.
Why do you need outside
Can we
validation?
levitate in
I'm doing.
June?
I'm gonna do it for the show. If we run it
Right.
weekly, we do it for the show and help y'all.
Like I said, if you get your magical Negro
That shit would
powers
happen to me
doing
though.
No Nut November, I will participate next November. But until I see some proof,
Next November.
it's Nut November over here.
No.
Nutty nut November.
Numerous nut November.
I'm
Right.
gonna show y'all.
Numb finger November. Like we gonna be working it.
Giving it into the
Man.
3 a.m. horny monster is just like you just gotta say back away, demon. I don't need you.
Man, may the odds ever be in your favor, my brother.
What is Is it
Craziness.
exorcism?
I'm
'Cause
not even wishing them the
it
best.
ain't gonna be
I'm
me.
not even wishing you the best. Don't do this to yourself.
Not gonna-
There's no-
Yeah.
We love you. Don't do
We
this to
support
yourself.
you. But
Fucking
we support
intervention.
Can you imagine the brain power I have after the first week? Just like,
No.
No.
Just fucking brainiac levels.
I
I
can't,
need to
can't
see a
imagine.
brain
you,
fog.
you ain't never heard of
Right,
post
brain
clarity?
fog,
'Cause your
depression,
nuts ain't
anger.
clear,
I need
so they're
that
clogging
post
up your
Clarity.
brain.
Don't do it. to yourself.
I'm gonna be a pre-cop by week 2. Just like, listen, this is what's gonna happen.
Why
Human
does
retention.
that,
Need all
why does
first-hand
that only
accounts.
happen in November? What if I went all of like October? Why don't I have powers?
Why did they talk about Mercury retrograde?
Joey went 3 years.
Yeah, man. Joey went
Okay.
3.
Okay.
So why doesn't he have powers?
My
He
man
might
not
have
Super
some
Saiyan level
powers.
4 flying around. Well, what's
That
the
means
point?
He
he's
didn't-
participated
he
in a
was
couple
dormant.
Novembers.
You gotta
Right.
unlock the
Couple
gate for it to be.
Novembers.
You gotta unlock the gates first. It can't be just be dormant forever.
Oh, maybe he wasn't actually participating. Maybe he was getting his nuts, just not, you know.
With a partner? Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't sex, but he was getting a nut. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Whatever. It sounded like they didn't have heart of cards or whatever. But whatever.
God, me.
Gotta have a heart of the nut.
Part of the cards.
He got sent to the shadow room for 3 years.
Oh my god.
So wandered in the darkness for 72 hours.
Thank you. See, yeah, he's not even participating.
Yeah,
said,
he was
"Fuck
like, that's
no,
why I ain't getting no
no,
powers.
November."
I was still getting a nut, just not with another person.
Oh yeah, he was
Yes.
rubbing them out.
Yes, Team Dark Side, Joey.
Rolling those out.
Joey waited 3 years for his nut. Now he
He said
can wait
he's too
another three.
old. He's too old for that.
You can wait
He said, "We're not
another
doing no nut
month.
November."
He
Yeah.
said
That'd
he
be a
got
stupid
himself
thing
a
or
new
no?
lady friend that he met up with, and they've been talking all year, and he went 3 rounds in 12 hours. That man is not giving up the nut now.
Not now. Hell no.
You want your powers or no?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
I'll pass on the powers.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what kind of powers I get when I nut? I get super strength.
The clarity that comes
Have
with
you-
a good nut.
Have you ever tried to pry a woman's legs open while she's nutting? That is super strength right there. Okay.
Post
No,
nut
I'm not-
clarity. You get
Orgasm time is my
clarity after
manifestation.
eating Uber Eats.
The powers over.
Powers are over.
What about Uber Eats?
I'm saying that post nut clarity is equal to after ordering Uber Eats. This is like I didn't need to do that, and paying the fines and the taxes and all that. You didn't need to do it. You didn't need to do it. A Popeyes meal that's usually $6.99 turns into $13.99, but you're just hungry and lazy.
No, I needed to do that.
No, you
I
didn't.
mean,
Yes, you didn't.
Did I need to buy him?
the power of
those
hindsight and
shoes?
clairvoyance.
I'm
And you
telling
stole
you.
it upon you.
Once November hits, I got you.
We know what you're not doing. So
Right.
you know what
Right.
I'm gonna be doing.
Powers, yes.
I wish my girl wish I would do some shit like that. She'll beat me the fuck up.
I'm a fucking mimic. I'm gonna be
Listen, you
mimic
tell
on
me.
this fucking
That's funny.
Radix.
Okay. Yeah.
You want to be held the way I'm
That's
holding my dog, right? You just tucked up against the
Just like that.
Semen retention is the way to go. See?
Of course, Chris has
All
all
right,
kinds of
Kevin
answers.
Gates.
That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing in November.
You know how Cobra Kai say strike fast, strike hard. It's like hold
Hold
hard.
hard.
I don't
Hold
trust
hard,
Kevin
hold
Gates.
fast.
All right.
I'm not saying you can't stroke it. You could stroke it, but you just can't finish.
That sounds like torture.
That's just edging, and
You can
that's
edge
not-
your way into November 30th, and then just
Edge your way into December.
edge your way
Yeah.
to Nirvana.
edge your way into December.
Why don't you just wait until you're experiencing ED and then use November as your excuse?
Just
And
wait to
then
hit
go to
35 and let it kick in.
He's not even 35. He's just using it as an excuse.
Yeah,
You can't gain powers from that. You have nothing to return to. It's just like you're just done at that point.
yeah, there's no assists. No ED assists.
No ED assist.
We love a good swaddle and a cuddle.
Oh yeah, I love a good
Yeah.
swallow. Blame me on the titty. All
I got
right.
to
Before
All
the
right.
show's
All right.
over, we got like a good 15 minutes left.
right.
I still got to get to my story.
Oh, tell your
Oh,
Story
story.
yes. Tell
experience
your
story.
story.
So the story is about my first experience at a lifestyle party, aka sex club.
Oh,
So
yeah. Yeah.
I threw myself into the situation for the show. By the way, I wasn't proactive, doing a hard research so you guys wouldn't have to,
Oh,
because I
good,
love you
good.
I'm
I'm
guys.
ready.
very
Appreciate it.
interested in what the scene is like out there.
Thank you for your sacrifice. Like
Thank
your
you.
hard
It's hard work, man. It's hard work, and I was very surprised at what I saw the first time. I
You
was
are
like,
very
okay,
much so appreciated.
thank you. So, it all started. So I was looking up. I was in FetLife, of course, doing the whole research on the whole cucking thing, and then there was this spot.
You said
It's
cooking?
yeah, remember that cooking? The last episode we had, the cooking episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did the piece on.
The
So
cooking.
right, the cooking in episode.
I found that I
So
really like cook porn. Just a thing that happened because of that episode. I looked into it. I like it.
okay, I'm glad glad we chose some light on that. But so I found this like these events around town and like in like Jersey or whatever. So like there's like you have your little munch parties here and game bang parties over here.
What's a munch party?
That nigga,
Um yeah,
It's for-
like the song
there's
say,
like-
nigga munch. It's just a
he gonna
big
eat me like
old
It's
pussy
just a
eating
meet
party.
and greet.
Yeah,
It's
me
a
and
meet
greet, and you got to
Because,
munch on something.
Like if you're gonna go to these parties, you don't want to just meet somebody for the first time and then just dive into it. So it's kind of like to get a feel of everyone. So you get to know people, just a meet and greet, get to feel people's vibes. So then when you go to
Yeah.
an actual party, you kind of already know who you plan on playing with. Also,
No, pre-loan.
it's also a vetting event to know if these people are going to be invited to an actual party.
You said
Mhm.
vetting. I thought you said betting. I was like, we putting money. Like, damn.
You could like I'm gonna bag that later.
Right.
No,
I got
vetting,
money
like,
on that one.
I think the men are very heavily vetted because like there's a lot of people who just kind of like dive in and they just think, oh, I'm just about to go have sex with a whole bunch of people. But it's like,
Right.
no, we only want kink people, not just people who
Right,
just
those who just want
Who
fun.
want
Right,
to stick their dick in. Yeah.
right.
right. So I found a spot called SP Sinners Paradise. It's in Philly. It's actually in Southwest Philly. So they did have a whole meet and greet party, and me and my girl we went ahead and signed up. Right. So me it was my first time. Hers she's been to these parties before. Back
I knew
when
I
she was
liked
on.
her. I knew I liked
Yeah.
I love your girl, man.
So she was like
Yeah.
my Sherpa on this journey. So she been to the one on South Street that got shut down or whatever. So we go there, right? Or we walk in. It's really it's weird because it throws you off. Look at the address. I pull up and right it's like a furniture store and then a daycare center.
Not the
Right in-
daycare center.
Not the babies, right?
Yeah.
Not the babies. I'll try to show this comment. This goes.
The disco
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's my problem too.
yeah, so actually this club is actually all black. It's all black owned. Of course, we don't discriminate. Of course, let
Looks
white people in
like-
shit. But
Now I have
Yes.
one
I'll
reason.
be in New York in November, Carty, and I'll be there for a strong 10 days.
all right, this one up there in New York too. I believe it's in Bronx. I think it is. I got a man up there for that. Oh, this is in Philly. So this is a Philly one. So we get up there. So it's directly upstairs, and it's huge. Like you wouldn't think it's huge. There's many rooms. So we first walked in. There's like a lobby area. Like there's a pole, big TV, porn on it. Fucking bartender, entry lady was like hot and shit. She had a little skimmy thing on. It was like, y'all first time here? I was like, yeah, it's our first time. And like we'll get someone to show you around. And they got this big dude. Like he's a little bit like not tall as me, but he's like Mr. Marcus looking type of nigga, right? All he got is a robe on. I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna show you guys around or whatnot. I was like, all right, well, let me get my drinks first. So we pay, um, actually, it was actually pretty cheap. So it was like $30 to get in, and then
Oh,
30 bucks for a membership. So it was like good for a whole year. So I was like, might as well get the membership, $60, BYOB, whatever. So we go in. So there's like, just think of it as like corridors. So these
Mhm.
corridors, and there's rooms. Each room has a bed or in some crazy shit in the condoms, whatever. So the law is that if the door is closed, you can't come in. But if there's a little rope there, you can watch, or if it's open, you can just go in and whatever, right? So there's like 4 doors of just that. Then you make a left, and there's another corridor with like bathrooms and stuff for the ladies and stuff like that. And then you go all the way to the back. There is this bigger room where there's seats and there's fucking a glory hole stall, a two-person glory hole stall, and
Not a 2-man.
I mean,
well, it's side by side, so
Okay.
like
oh, I was just
like a
spit.
like a urinal type of situation. So the holes in the other side, whatever, right? But
Ah,
Split
I
screen
go in,
like it's GoldenEye.
so I go in there and like there's little handles and whatever, and I'm like, I'm too tall, like my whole thing won't fit in the hole. It was like it just be like the tip of my bottom of my dick just going through the hole. I was like, I can't
wait,
even use this.
they
I got
provide
upset.
handrails at the top for you to hold on to?
So you to hold on. So while the girl, sucking your dick off, you can
Oh,
make sure you don't buckle or nothing. Right. Really, really interesting. And everything was homemade. So like everything was just like you can tell someone just took their time and just made everything custom. So I'm gonna need them to go back and make another hole for the taller people because I feel like
Right?
like 6 inches higher.
yeah, like they live 6 inches higher. We work, and of course the other side there's chairs and stuff.
This
And then,
6'3" minimum niggas gotta.
man, I tell you. So while we walking, so while we walking down, we see this 5'3", short, bald, greasy man, just butt ass naked,
It
walking through
started
the
off good
halls.
at 5'3", then it went downhill.
He was a short man. He was a very short man. And me and Ty was like, "What? Hey, how you doing?" He was just walking like, "Hey, I'm just gonna get some water. I'm in there working out, and I'm doing my thing in there, just swinging." The thing is like, why is he so greasy?
Maybe
Like,
he was sweaty.
what is that man doing in there?
Oil?
It was oiled up.
He was oiled up. Like if he would have tripped, he would have slid like 15 feet. He was that.
Colonel Lipstick.
Why did I
He was-
just get like a visual of like
And he hairless too. Like that man is a short
All
built
I see is
dude.
him on his back with his little legs up in the air sliding down the hall.
Yo, I'll tell you, he could if you wanted to. So if you keep going, this is big play area. It's like we'll say like it's like a bounce house.
A bounce house.
So it looks like a bounce house. It's all inflatable, like inside's all inflatable, all cush, but it's like all bedding and stuff. And it's like the strobes lighting and everything. So if you wanted to do everything covered in plastic, so I guess it's for a wet player maybe or whatever. It's crazy. I wasn't ready to see that. So we had to do that room, and then we made a right. Now this room was the domination room. And what I saw there just sealed the deal for me. So I go in there. First thing I see is the Christopher's cross, that X cross thing.
Hmm.
And this white man was tied to it, asking to be whipped by folks walking by.
By who?
By folks walking by, like, hey, like you want to whip me? I'm like, it's my first time here, and as much as I would love to whip another white man, just for me just being black to just do so, feel like small type of
I
reparation.
would feel too close to reparations, and I would get a little drunk on it.
Right, but he was begging for it, so he was tied up, and then looking down, he's completely naked,
But you'll never
And
get another opportunity like this.
Right. You didn't
I
do
will.
it.
You will, because you got that
couldn't.
membership.
Well, you got a membership. You will get another opportunity.
I literally I could go back and do it, but the thing is that he was one of the folks that we talked about in the episode. So on his abdomen, completely shaved, all over his, completely shaved. On his abdomen, it said tiny on it, big print, tiny, and he had a micro penis with a clamp on it. He had the lock on his shit.
Oh, he had
And
like a chastity belt.
he had the chastity belt on.
Semen retention.
The best way to do it, I guess, since you can't touch it. But he was like, "Yeah, hey guys, welcome to the club. I hope you guys like it here." And just really casual, like just tied the fuck up, like you want to whip me, you can go ahead. And it was just like, "Oh no, I'm good. Like I would love to hit you, but
Like,
it
was
looked
he a
like
true micro penis or like?
it was, yeah, it was
It could have been
pretty-
really a micro or just flaccid.
It could have been, but the cage was so small.
I don't think they make the cages that small.
It was
No.
small. It was like
And I was gonna say the cage is
it was
kind
like
of
this.
flaccid too.
That
It
was
was
a
like this
micro
much.
penis. That's totally a micro penis.
Do they make
Yeah.
cages that small?
If you make a custom cage, yeah.
I guess. Well, the funny part was that the person that he was supposed to be meeting there with had the key and then did not show up. Funny, right? So he was just stuck in there. But
That's not funny.
That's
but
not-
instantly after I did the head toe look up. Okay, I see you. I see you. You're literally like thug life. You put tiny, and you're committed to that shit. I see that.
Was it
and
I
tattooed?
mean, what other
acknowledge
choice
you.
does he have? He don't have no
Hey.
other choice but
has
to be
a-
committed to
He
it.
has a humiliation kink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his humiliation king is at a fucking 10.
Actually,
But he-
that probably wasn't the person not showing up is probably also part of the humiliation cake.
Probably,
Ooh,
but he was
yeah.
like, wait till I get out of here. Like, I haven't been holding it for a couple of weeks, and like when I come, I'm gonna hit the fucking ceiling. Like I was like, oh, I bet you are with that. But good luck to your endeavors, and hopefully you find the key. So, but
Damn.
instantly, after I had that revelation, I looked to the left, and there's a female glory hole. Female
Nice.
glory hole, right? So, I mean, imagine, this is a curtain, a little curtain, right? The girl's legs are here, spread up, tied, and there's a line of like 3 guys, right? It's a white girl, 3 guys, 2 black guys, just lined up. And the first homie boy was just going in, right? Just hitting it. just fuck it. I was like, oh shit. And Ty was like, okay. We got one of these too. I was like, this bitch is getting dicked down by these fools. You not see this crazy shit? That shit was crazy. So they're like, they was just taking turns, right? And then I was like, I couldn't get past the thought of that. And then they had like a sex swing over here behind that, and then they had a whole like human cage over that on that other side. Played with that cage thing on the second time around, but that was like the most craziest thing I've seen a lot of shit in my time.
What
Question.
were you and Ty wearing?
What was I wearing?
Like, are there attire requirements?
There was no attire requirements, but I think I played it safe with the gray sweatpants, and I think I wore my whole responsibly shirt
Nice.
because I was on assignment.
There you
So
go.
yeah, I was on assignment. Folks need to know.
Represent.
So what
Exactly.
activities did you and Ty engage in?
Nothing at that time. We was just really looking around and see what was going on because of one, I didn't want no parts of that female glory hole, and I didn't want to whoop the white guy. I was good on that. Then we went down another corridor, and then there was like another chill room with a pole, and like there was a stripper dancing on it, and like some like lounge couches, and then they had an outside and the back area open. and they had hot tubs
Ooh.
out there. And I guess it was a slow night apparently, but he said, yeah, there's a lot more people here. This is one of the just a meet and greet night. So usually folks who come here often are already here. So we out there. They had 2 jacuzzis out there. You know, black man just jumped in the tub, whatever. It was just as everything was very open and free and casual. Just folks smoking weed and shit. It's like
Going back to the female glory hole, were they nutting in her or just like using her?
I'm pretty
it
sure
was just using her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to like kind of be like, hey, y'all using protection over there.
Oh, so you don't know if they was nutting in her or not. They could have very
I,
well been doing that.
I don't know. Whoever was in that
I
glory
know
hole, she
so,
definitely had a black man
there's
fetish.
rules. They have rules.
Yeah,
so.
they have rules like the door rule. Of course, everything's consensual. And
They do have clubs where like condoms are required. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship with the partner you came with or not. Like everybody's required to wear a condom. So like they have rules at certain clubs. So I would imagine a club that had female. Hey, boo.
First time I've ever seen one though. Everything else has always been that German shit you see on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Like how they had the picture above who you're fucking is like. I thought that was only like a European
thing.
thing.
If that's their picture for real.
You don't know. I mean,
it's just to make you feel better.
Right.
I guess.
Something to think about.
Right.
I mean, you don't want to look at it like a butterface while you're trying to. I don't know. I couldn't be able to concentrate. Just like someone like, yo, hurry up. Like, dude, like I'm trying to work here. Like, you fucking let my shit.
Don't rush me.
Don't rush me.
Don't rush greatness.
Don't rush my nut.
It's the line that's killing me. The line.
It was
y'all could have just like say, "Oh, it's busy," and come back. They're like, "Nah, I'm
right." You're like, "No, I'm gonna stay here and wait."
Wait, remember, like there's like 2 other people waiting in line.
Was there not multiple female glory holes? It was just the one.
Just one. It was just the one.
Were they hard in line? Like, I hate to ask you about another man's dick, but like, were they hard or like? Were they just
like right? Because imagine if
I don't think my brain was involved into remembering that.
Your dick was on
front,
call.
You got to get it started, and now it's like, oh, this guy. If you're not ready, you should just let me go, brother.
I don't know the line etiquette of that type of situation.
So one guy was just peak horny, just like I'll go first, and just like, all right, you got it,
or whatever. Just tap me on the back, swap out or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do you stroke it in line to keep it hard? Like, what is that situation? Like, I'm just very curious.
I had to read the manual. If there's a manual, I would read the manifest.
I feel like they're probably getting off watching the girl getting fucked. Like they're probably getting off watching whatever's happening. So by the time they're next,
imagine if you came before, like it was your turn, like you came from watching.
You could probably get line.
Wouldn't that suck though? Like, yeah. And I was
we all did meet up afterwards. So when we were all out back, me and Ty were smoking and drinking, but everyone like came outside, even Tiny. He came by, sat by the woman's feet, started rubbing her feet automatically. It's like, okay, Tiny, that's Tiny. I love my man Tiny, dude.
If I go to Philly and we go to this and Tiny is there, please point him out because I'm about to abuse.
You can't miss him. He has Tiny written on his shit.
Was it like tattoo?
Can't miss him.
It's tattoo on his stomach like Thug Life.
Yeah, it's tattoo like Tiny right on his abdomen.
Oh, it's an actual tattoo. It's not written.
Actual big
is it written or is it tattoo? Because if it's written, that'll go away. But
red tattoo.
It is red. Wow.
Yeah, he's definitely.
It's fucking Times Newman, Roman Newman. That's fucking the font that was on.
Times Newman, Times New Roman. All bold font.
It's very, very true. So besides, it's actually worse than sex. It's very true. But he was very submissive. He started going down there on the girl's feet. The chick that was getting banged, she came downstairs, sat on the guy's lap. Everyone was talking, chilling, and just saying, you know, wherever they were from and stuff. And we were just like, that's dope.
Wow. Cool.
That's cool.
Nice to meet you.
So I go back, right? I go get our drinks, right? Because we brought a bottle and the bottle's up front. So I go up front. I got my 2 cups, get us a drink, and then to the hostess, and the hostess is riding this guy's dick.
Wow.
Hostess with the mostest.
Hostess with the Moses, the person that you meet, the first person you meet when you walk in, and handing the money and all the interactions. She's just
Everybody
working
who was on the list is
and
there, so
and
what else
ride
was
and
supposed to
riding a
do?
dick, and I
Just because
felt
she working don't mean that she can't work it.
clearly, and I'm just like, I hate to fucking bother you.
No.
Very sorry. Hate to interrupt.
Like, no, don't get up, don't get up, don't get up, don't get off the dick, don't get up. Just if you could just reach over there and like grab me the bottle and like maybe a cup of ice over there.
Multitask while you ride dick.
I greatly appreciate it. So
I
I'm
don't know
so
if I
sorry.
want her grabbing my ice though, because where was your hand just now?
I mean,
Right.
they had a scooper
A
thing,
scoopy
like an
thingy.
ice scooper thing,
That
but I was
stupid
like,
thing
I
is
felt bad. Like
unsanitary
I
because
didn't
the
mean. I was like,
stupid
my
thing
bad,
sits back
bro.
in the ice after, and where was your hand?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Did she
That's
use
a lot.
hand sanitizer? Like,
So at
But
that
she was
point,
still on the dick, right? Serving it.
she was still on the dick, and
Wow.
I'm
wow.
like,
That is
I'm so
a very
sorry. He was
smooth
like,
woman.
and bro was
Shout
like,
out
it's
to
all right.
her.
He's like, it's all right, bro. You good? I'm like, okay. He's like, yo, man, my name Felipe.
Not
My man
exchanging names.
Felipe. Yeah, it's a place. I've been there
Yeah.
twice right now. So I met Felipe, the owner bull, some guy named Top Dog. I don't know why.
Hot dog.
Hot
Was hot dog
dog.
the greasy one?
Top Dog. I don't know. It's just a tall
Oh,
black
top
guy.
dog. I thought you said hot dog.
Top
Yeah.
dog,
He had a
tiny,
fucking slash
Felipe.
hat. Cool.
Felipe.
But Felipe
You didn't
was
find out
fucking
the 5'3"
getting it.
greasy man's name?
No name.
No, but he be fucking. If anything I know that night, that little dude be fucking. Like he had like 2 chicks in his room. He was just going in.
Or have Josh make
I was like, he's a legend.
or have Josh
And-
make one. He always
Yeah,
makes
you-
me one though. I'll be one too.
That's why I asked people 1 or 2.
And then they gotta have something for Halloween, right? It only makes sense.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they have like a toga. They just had a toga party. I skipped that, John. It was interesting. But yeah, just that threw me off. It was like, yeah, my name Felipe.
Are you
No,
going
we
to a
swaps.
Halloween party?
Once they come out with the flyer, I'll take a look and see. See what that looks like. I don't know, but it was a very interesting experience. I would say that. But I'll go again. I'll give it. I don't know, 3 out of 4 stars. I guess for a sex club.
4
I
stars
don't
is a
know.
weird scale, but all right.
Is it out of 10? I'm not sure how to rate the
Was
fucking
it
place.
like 5 or 10? Like
Right.
Right.
So out of 10, I'll give it 7.
It's a 7 because it was a slow night. So there you go.
Yeah, 7 because of a slow night, and plus it's the only one I've been to. So if I had to go to another one somewhere else to compare it to actually set the actual bar.
right. That's
But
Fair
I did like how it was safe. It was clean, and they had a little small knit community up in there that just be getting it in.
Was it inclusive of all body sizes? Like, did you see I mean, obviously of micro penises, but like, what did the people you saw? What did they look like besides the 5'3" greasy man?
Oh yeah, there's all types, all body sizes. Was it black, white? Some Spanish people were up in there. So yeah, I would say it's really all inclusive. So it's good shit. It's very interesting. I'm glad I got a chance to check that shit out. So next time I go, next type of party, I'll give you guys an update and see if anything else crazy happens. But that was my first experience at a sex club. And if you guys want to come with me, let me know when you're in town. We can go down there and look at shit together.
Let's go for the Halloween one.
Go for the Halloween one.
I just want to look. I just want to see things.
That's what I was there for. Cause like me, that's not really like not really my thing. But I feel like I gotta put myself out there, put myself in those type of spaces, to see what I can
On work.
experience.
It was a work experience.
Yeah, definitely a work experience. I didn't get paid for it, but you know, for, for the culture.
Your life was enriched. You got paid in experience.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I could have wiped the white guy that night. I would have made up for a whole bunch of
Like
oppression
I
right
said,
there.
reparations.
I could have. I will when I go back there. I will whip him with a couple things because they had like a whole bunch of fucking like whips, the fucking tassels
That
and
sounds like
hard whips,
fun.
and
It does.
I'm trying to whip somebody.
I bet you would like to. Like, you like to beat people up in the bedroom.
Royal's
Yeah,
definitely the one
that's
that's
your
got
thing.
the shoes.
Whips and chains.
Yeah, if you wanted to put your boot like on his
Exciting.
back, he will let you.
I'm the one. I'm used to
You
being with. I
you
would
probably
like
would
to
like lick your boot
take
too
it
if you told him
around.
to.
Ooh, I've always wanted a man to lick my boots.
You probably do it. But that's short dude, man. That shit was hilarious. I did not expect to see that. Let alone just naked people walking down the hallway. Right, there was this one white guy with a kilt on. I was like, you know what? That is kind of like the best way to go about it is wearing a kilt.
He's ready to go.
Yeah,
You could just lift it up and just be ready whenever. So I guess I should buy a kilt and see how that goes.
I'm definitely used to seeing the women walking around more than the men. So
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need them to cut another fucking hole for me because I need to experience that.
Big and tall.
Because I can't squat. It's a flat board, so your knees you gotta.
Damn.
you gotta squat like this.
No, you,
Yeah, that's so uncomfortable to get to
you
get next
hold
to.
on to the bars and then you lean forward and push your knees down, and that way you go all the way through.
Yeah, it's doing too much.
It's a thigh workout. It's gonna build your glutes.
Yeah, you definitely gonna feel
shit.
it.
Or I just come in there with a circular saw and just cut my own hole and put some styrofoam around it, and then boom, there you go. But I'm definitely going to be using that motherfucker.
Just ram it through.
I'm sure if you make a suggestion, like, look, I need a big and tall hole, they might, accommodate.
They might oblige.
But it's
So just put your name on it though, because if they don't have one by now, they don't have big and tall people.
Yeah, they probably
That is
don't.
true.
And then everyone on the other side of the
was
hole,
pretty
they're
big.
gonna know who's using that hole.
That is a fact.
They are.
I saw some
They
shit
know
too.
exactly who they
Tall
in the
hole.
hole.
As long as I hear a shout out, hey, tall
There's gonna
man
be
in
a
the booth.
line.
Tall man in the booth.
Right. Gonna be a line for the big and tall hole.
I mean,
My time to shine.
actually, I mean, they're big and tall women too.
Your
So
time
like,
is up,
big
my
and
time
tall
is
hole
up.
sounds good to me. Cause give me a chair. That's gonna strain my back and neck less.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's my story. Hopefully, there'll be a lot more like it later on. But it is. Damn, we went past our time again.
We did by 15 minutes roughly.
That's not too bad.
No.
That's not too bad. Fucking Rose yawning, Pinky yawning. Motherfuckers tired. I dig it.
I look real comfortable, don't I?
You do look really comfortable finally. I love tall black women too.
5'8" over here, bro.
But then again, I love short women too.
Short women.
I like long legs and I like women I can pick up and throw around. So it's all good.
I like your girl. I'm telling you, Carty, if you ever fuck up, send her my way.
Like, no need. I'm not
Damn.
fucking up.
I will not be fucking up.
I just want me and her to run around in matching collars and stuff, you know?
You can definitely do that.
Your girl's the best, honestly.
Yeah,
She
she
is
is.
amazing,
She's
though.
dope as shit.
Like, she's really
Yeah,
a sweetheart.
she's pretty great.
She's awesome.
That's my baby boo.
Just a boy here.
Yeah. See, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
it was like, at least if you get another big and
Yeah,
tall
you can
dude,
definitely
there's at
Yeah,
least a little
shout out to
bit
Ty for helping me through that experience because I wouldn't have gone by myself. I wouldn't know what to do.
Fair
I'd have been nervous as
They
fuck.
might have not let you in by yourself too. That's another.
That is also very true.
Oh yeah, you go in by yourself. You paying double.
You got to
you
pay
pay
double,
double.
and
Yeah,
if
you gotta
don't
pay double.
go through the vetting process.
Couples is
referral,
the cheapest way to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so
unless
let's.
you're a single woman.
Yeah, single woman gets in free, of course. That's fucking everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah, like,
let's fucking
I went to a
do
party one time where the
finals.
more women you brought, the cheaper it was for you. So a guy who walked in with 4 women.
Nice.
Well, that's what we want to do next time then. Shit, that's the way I want to do it. Fucking way to go. You know what? Let's start with you, Pinky. So first,
Oh,
where you
yeah.
at?
You can find me on almost every social platform at pinkdreams_senpai or Pinky Senpai, some variation of the form. I am on Facebook, TikTok, technically on Twitch, Twitter. There's a lot of T social platforms. It makes it hard to
Right?
say.
Is that the thing now?
But yeah, you can find me on the socials. Feel free to try and add me. Just because you send the invite don't mean I may accept, but you might be special.
You can try.
You can try.
But if you got that salt and pepper and a full
Look,
beard,
the salt and pepper, the beard, 6 foot plus, brown skin, pretty
Standard.
teeth.
I only got one gray hair in my beard.
Damn.
only one, you
Just
ain't getting
one.
stressed enough. No, I'm joking.
Take a little more in there, Carty.
Yeah, them great beards is everything.
Well,
You
man, I'm
can't go wrong with
35. Clearly, by royal, I'm all downhill from here.
Oh gosh.
That gray shot beard
We're
is
done.
it for
We're
me.
finished.
Yeah, you can't go
We're-
wrong with the great beard for real.
Okay. Oh, it looks so good.
Yes.
It do.
It do.
Mm.
Yes.
All right, Lala, go ahead.
It's your girl, Lala So Random. Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. Lala So Random on all platforms. If the name's not there, neither am I. You can find me here on Tuesdays, Fridays on Honey and Cocoa, and Saturdays on The Blurred Cartel.
She be busy, y'all.
She do.
She
I
be
still don't have
busy.
my Twitch schedule set up though. That's the crazy part. It just be like I just pop
Me
on.
either.
So if you're subscribed, hey, I'm live. That's it. That's like
It could be a nice surprise.
All right, go ahead, Royal.
Okay. So you can find me at the Royal Gym or Thy Royal Gymnast, whichever you prefer. On all of that stuff. What is that? Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Cash App. I got a Twitch now. I'll make a stream eventually. I think that's the Royal Gymnast. or Thy Royal
Overwatch, gang. We gotta be on
You
that
know,
shit.
I'll be on there playing Overwatch. That's the only game I play. So, boom. What else I got? Got some
So
other
we're shooting a
shit.
shot, Lala.
Look me up. You'll find me there.
She got an OnlyFans. Unfortunately, I don't
oh
have
yeah,
the.
Joey does
the
have
I'm
that type
making an
of beard.
OnlyFans. I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta dwell on it.
where the fuck camera at? That's nope. That's there we go. That worked, right?
It could.
That is. There you go.
It could.
make it work, my guy, because I can't find it right now.
Fair enough. Maybe Spider came with AK semen retention in November. Let's all take
Precision
for
full
it.
effect.
Let's all take effect of it. Let's all embrace it. Get your powers right. But you know, Blur Cartel. We on Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Spotify, and Twitter. Just follow us. It's easy. Just hit the YouTube. Hit
Just
the
do
Twitter.
it.
Just do it. It's free.
Just do it.
Niggas like
Do
free
it.
shit. Why not do
Do
it?
it. Do it now. All right, and me, your host for tonight, the Carty Experience on Instagram, Twitter, the Carty EXP. Check me out for Titty Tuesday today, and Twitch. I had a schedule, I lost it. Need new equipment, but I'm working that shit out. Catch me when you see me online. Just like follow, subscribe, and all that other good shit. Other than that, guys, we'll see you guys next week, same time as a 7-ish in same place, and stay classy and hold responsibly as always.
Hold responsibly.
Hold responsibly. Peace.